Subscribe for inspiration and be part of our thriving community.
Copyright 2024 by Rima Carey, all rights reserved. Release date, February 2024. This book cannot be resold, altered, shared, given away to other people or redistributed without permission. It is strictly forbidden to modify, copy, redistribute or upload this product to any website for profit or for free and in violation of copyright law. Thank you for respecting my work. Introduction. Have you ever felt invisible, your voice unheard, your potential hidden in the shadows? Maybe you shrink in group discussions, avoid public speaking like the plague, and shy away from expressing your opinion. If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you that this perceived shyness isn't a barrier, but a superpower in disguise? Picture this: you're at a party, feeling awkward and out of place. Yet, instead of clinging to the wall, you approach someone intriguing, strike up a conversation, and find yourself captivating them with your witty insights and thoughtful questions. Suddenly, the shy wallflower transforms into a charismatic social butterfly, leaving a lasting impression. This, my friend, is the power waiting to be unleashed within you. I used to be the ultimate introvert. Public speaking sent shivers down my spine, and social gatherings felt like foreign territory. But a twist of fate landed me in a leadership role, forcing me to confront my fears. Initially, it was terrifying. But somewhere along the way, I discovered the magic of listening intently, connecting with others genuinely, and sharing my unique perspective. The shy me morphed into a confident leader, inspiring and influencing others through quiet yet powerful communication. Practical exercises. Challenge the label. Write down all the shy labels you associate with yourself. Now, challenge each one. Are they truly reflective of your potential? What strengths might be hiding behind them? Uncover your values. What truly matters to you? Understanding your core values empowers you to speak up authentically and confidently in situations that align with them. Find your voice. Record yourself reading a short passage. Listen back and identify areas for improvement, such as articulation or projection. Practice regularly to develop your vocal presence. Actionable tips. Start small. Instead of jumping into large gatherings, begin with one-on-one conversations. Practice active listening and asking thoughtful questions. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't try to be someone you're not. Your introspective nature and ability to observe quietly can be powerful assets. Focus on connection. Shift your focus from feeling awkward to making others feel comfortable. Ask engaging questions. Find common ground, and genuinely listen. Celebrate progress. Every small step outside your comfort zone is a victory. Acknowledge your growth and be proud of your efforts. Remember, this journey is about self-discovery, not self-transformation. You're not striving to become someone different, but to awaken the confident, persuasive individual already within you. Bonus. Find a supportive friend or mentor who can encourage and guide you on your journey. Explore resources like books, blogs, or online courses on communication and interpersonal skills. Remember, even the greatest superheroes had their awkward beginnings. Embrace the process, and watch your hidden power unfold. By unveiling the hidden power within, you'll discover that shy doesn't have to define you. You can become a force of influence, captivating others with your unique style and leaving a lasting positive impact on the world. Your journey starts now, so go forth and unleash your inner superhero. Chapter 1, Beyond Introversion, Recognizing Your Natural Persuasion Potential. Think introverts lack persuasion power? Think again. While extroverts may dominate conversations, Introverts possess unique strengths that make them natural-born persuaders. In this chapter, we'll debunk the myth of the persuasion-less introvert and unveil the hidden potential waiting to be unleashed within you. Remember Emma, the quiet girl in your literature class who always sat in the back row? You wouldn't expect her to be persuasive, right? Yet, during a debate, Emma rose, her voice initially trembling, and delivered a well-researched, passionate argument that captivated the entire class. Her introspective nature allowed her to analyze the topic deeply, and her thoughtful presentation resonated with the audience. That day, Emma defied stereotypes and proved that quiet voices can have a powerful impact. Beyond the stereotypes, introverts are often seen as passive observers, lacking the charisma of their extroverted counterparts. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Introverts possess strengths that make them exceptional persuaders. Deep thinkers, they analyze information carefully, formulating well-reasoned arguments. Active listeners, they truly hear others' perspectives, fostering trust and understanding. Authentic communicators, their genuineness and sincerity shine through, building rapport. Confident observers, they subtly pick up on nonverbal cues, tailoring their approach accordingly. Practical exercises. Identify your strengths, reflect on your personality traits and values. What makes you unique? How can you leverage those strengths in persuasion situations? Challenge your assumptions, write down negative beliefs you hold about yourself as an introvert. Then, challenge each one with evidence and positive affirmations. Role-play scenarios, practice persuasive conversations with a friend or family member. Focus on active listening, clear communication, and expressing your ideas confidently. Actionable tips. Embrace the power of pause, don't feel pressured to fill every silence. Thoughtful pauses can add weight to your words and create anticipation. Focus on quality, not quantity, contribute concise, well-thought-out points instead of dominating the conversation. Use storytelling, share personal anecdotes or relevant examples to illustrate your points and connect with your audience emotionally. Lead by example, live your values authentically. When you genuinely believe in what you're saying, your conviction will be persuasive. Remember, persuasion isn't about being loud or flashy, it's about connecting with others on a deeper level. Introverts excel at this through their thoughtful communication, active listening, and genuine authenticity. Bonus. Find role models who are introverted but influential, such as Susan Cain, author of Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. Explore resources on introvert strengths and communication styles to further develop your unique persuasion approach. Celebrate your introversion. It's not a weakness, but a superpower waiting to be unleashed. Chapter 2, The Language of Influence, Words, Body Language, and the Power of Nonverbal Cues. Imagine yourself locked in a crucial negotiation, but you can't utter a single word. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, every day we negotiate silently, using the power of nonverbal communication to persuade and influence others. From confident eye contact to an open posture, your body language speaks volumes, often even louder than your words. In this chapter, we'll explore the intricate dance between words and nonverbal cues, empowering you to become a master of the language of influence. Remember Mark, the charismatic leader who always seemed to get his way while his words were certainly articulate. It was his nonverbal cues that truly sealed the deal. His firm handshake, direct eye contact, and confident posture conveyed trustworthiness and authority, subconsciously influencing others to align with his ideas. Mark understood that persuasion is a multi-layered language, and he spoke it fluently. The power of words. While nonverbal cues set the stage, carefully chosen words are the actors taking center stage. Here's how to make your verbal message persuasive. Clarity is king. Keep your message concise and easy to understand. Avoid jargon and overly complex sentences. Storytelling sells. Craft narratives that connect with your audience emotionally and illustrate your points effectively. Positive framing. Highlight the benefits and value you offer, focusing on solutions instead of problems. Powerful language. Use strong verbs, evocative adjectives, and persuasive phrases to engage and influence. Practical exercises. Wordplay. Choose a product or service you want to persuade someone about. Write down several persuasive messages, focusing on clarity, storytelling, and positive framing. Mirror talk. Stand in front of a mirror and practice delivering your persuasive message using different tones and inflections. Observe how your voice impacts the message. Elevator pitch challenge. Craft a concise, captivating pitch that explains your idea or perspective in just 30 seconds. Practice it with friends and family for feedback. Nonverbal magic. Now, let's delve into the nonverbal elements that amplify your message. Body language. Maintain open posture, make eye contact, and use natural gestures to convey confidence and credibility. Facial expressions. Smile genuinely, nod to show agreement, and use appropriate expressions to match your verbal message. Vocal cues. Speak clearly and with confidence, varying your tone and pace to keep your audience engaged. Actionable tips. Record yourself. Video record yourself practicing your persuasive message. Analyze your nonverbal cues and make adjustments where needed. Pay attention to details. Observe successful communicators and notice their nonverbal habits. Can you incorporate similar elements into your own communication style? Mirror others subtly, if appropriate. Subtly mirror the other person's body language to build rapport and trust. Be authentic. Don't try to mimic someone else's style. Embrace your own personality and let your genuine nature shine through. Remember, persuasion is an art, not a science. Master the dance between words and nonverbal cues, and you'll unlock the power to influence others authentically and effectively. Bonus. Take a public speaking course or workshop to hone your verbal and nonverbal communication skills. Observe successful negotiations or presentations to learn from the masters. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of your own nonverbal cues and those of others. Understanding and harnessing the power of both words and nonverbal cues, you can transform yourself from a passive observer to a master of influence. Start practicing today, and watch your persuasive potential blossom. Chapter 3, The Science of Persuasion, Understanding the Psychology Behind Yes. Have you ever wondered why people say yes to certain requests yet resist others? The answer lies in the fascinating psychology of persuasion, the science that unlocks the secrets of influencing human behavior. In this chapter, we'll embark on a journey to understand the hidden forces that motivate agreement and equip you with the tools to ethically and effectively say yes to opportunities that align with your values. Remember Sarah, the fundraising champion in your community. While others struggled, Sarah consistently surpassed her goals. Her secret: understanding the science of persuasion. She knew how to leverage the reciprocity principle, offering small gifts before making larger requests. She played on the scarcity principle, highlighting limited time opportunities. And she utilized the power of social proof, showcasing testimonials from satisfied supporters. Sarah didn't manipulate, she understood the psychology of yes and used it ethically to create win-win situations. Decoding the yes equation. Human decision-making isn't always rational. Emotions, cognitive biases, and social influences play a significant role. Here are some key principles to remember. Loss aversion. We fear losing something more than gaining something new. Emphasize the potential negatives of inaction. Reciprocity. People feel obligated to return favors. Offer small gestures to encourage a larger yes. Social proof. We tend to follow the crowd. Showcase testimonials, group endorsements, or statistics to build trust. Scarcity. Limited time or limited quantity offers create a sense of urgency, motivating action. Liking. We're more likely to say yes to people we like and trust. Be authentic, build rapport, and show genuine interest. Practical exercises. Identify your biases, reflect on your own decision-making process. What biases might influence your yes or no? The yes, but. Technique. Practice turning down requests assertively but offering alternatives. This maintains rapport while setting boundaries. Persuasion challenge. Choose a small request you want someone to agree to. Analyze which principle could be most effective and craft your message accordingly. Actionable tips. Focus on benefits. Focus on how your request benefits the other person, not just yourself. Make them the hero of the story. Ask open-ended questions, encourage dialogue and understand their needs before presenting your request. Actively listen, pay attention to their concerns and address them with empathy and understanding. Be transparent, don't hide the full picture. Honesty and clarity build trust and encourage genuine consent. End with confidence. Conclude your request with a clear call to action and positive expectations. Remember, ethical persuasion is about creating shared value, not manipulation. By understanding the science of yes and using it responsibly, you can build meaningful connections, achieve your goals, and empower others to make informed decisions. Bonus. Read classic books on persuasion like Influence by Robert Cialdini or Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Analyze persuasive marketing campaigns or political speeches to identify principles in action. Practice ethical persuasion in your daily interactions, focusing on win-win outcomes. Unlocking the secrets of the yes equation, you can become a force for positive influence, navigating the world of persuasion with integrity and effectiveness. Remember, the choice to say yes ultimately lies with others, but understanding the science behind it empowers you to make informed decisions and influence outcomes in a responsible and ethical manner. Chapter 4, Busting the Myths. Shy is not equal to weak, introvert is not equal to unpersuasive. Think introverts are destined to be wallflowers, devoid of persuasion power. Think again. Introversion may manifest as a preference for quieter settings and deeper reflection, but it's far from a synonym for weakness or lack of influence. In this chapter, we'll shatter these harmful myths and empower you to embrace your introverted strengths, unlocking your unique potential to persuade and inspire. Remember Maya, the quiet girl in your class who rarely spoke up during a group project presentation, while others stumbled over their words. Maya delivered a well-researched, insightful presentation with quiet confidence. Her introspective nature had allowed her to delve deeper into the topic, and her thoughtful delivery resonated with the audience. Maya wasn't weak or unpersuasive, she was an introverted powerhouse, proving that influence takes many forms. Mythbusters. Let's dismantle these pervasive misconceptions. Myth 1. Introverts are shy and lack confidence. Reality. While shyness can coexist with introversion, many introverts are confident in their own thoughts and ideas. They simply express themselves differently. Myth 2. Introverts are poor communicators. Reality. Introverts excel at active listening, thoughtful analysis, and clear, concise communication. Their words often carry more weight due to their careful selection. Myth 3. Introverts can't be leaders. Reality. Introverted leaders excel at inspiring through quiet strength, thoughtful decision-making, and empowering others to contribute. Think Mahatma Gandhi or Barack Obama. Practical exercises. Identify your strengths, reflect on your introverted traits. What unique strengths and perspectives do they bring to the table? Challenge negative beliefs. Write down limiting beliefs associated with introversion and challenge them with evidence of your own strengths and successful introverted role models. Find your voice. Practice expressing your ideas in small, supportive settings like book clubs or online communities. Actionable tips. Embrace silence. Don't feel pressured to fill every pause. Thoughtful silence can add gravitas and allow others to process your ideas. Focus on quality, not quantity. Contribute concise, well thought out points instead of feeling obligated to constantly talk. Lead by example. Live your values authentically. When you genuinely believe in your message, your conviction will be persuasive. Challenge the label. Write down all the shy labels you associate with yourself. Now, challenge each one. Are they truly reflective of your potential? What strengths might be hiding behind them? Uncover your values. What truly matters to you? Understanding your core values empowers you to speak up authentically and confidently in situations that align with them. Find your voice. Record yourself reading a short passage. Listen back and identify areas for improvement, such as articulation or projection. Practice regularly to develop your vocal presence. Start small. Instead of jumping into large gatherings, begin with one-on-one conversations. Practice active listening and asking thoughtful questions. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't try to be someone you're not. Your introspective nature and ability to observe quietly can be powerful assets. Focus on connection. Shift your focus from feeling awkward to making others feel comfortable. Ask engaging questions, find common ground, and genuinely listen. Celebrate progress. Every small step outside your comfort zone is a victory. Acknowledge your growth and be proud of your efforts. Deep thinkers, they analyze information carefully, formulating well-reasoned arguments. Active listeners, they truly hear others' perspectives, fostering trust and understanding. Authentic communicators, their genuineness and sincerity shine through, building rapport. Confident observers, they subtly pick up on nonverbal cues, tailoring their approach accordingly. Identify your strengths, reflect on your personality traits and values. What makes you unique? How can you leverage those strengths in persuasion situations? Challenge your assumptions. Write down negative beliefs you hold about yourself as an introvert. Then, challenge each one with evidence and positive affirmations. Role-play scenarios. Practice persuasive conversations with a friend or family member. Focus on active listening, clear communication, and expressing your ideas confidently. Embrace the power of pause. Don't feel pressured to fill every silence. Thoughtful pauses can add weight to your words and create anticipation. Focus on quality, not quantity. Contribute concise, well thought out points instead of dominating the conversation. Use storytelling. Share personal anecdotes or relevant examples to illustrate your points and connect with your audience emotionally. Lead by example. Live your values authentically. When you genuinely believe in what you're saying, your conviction will be persuasive. Remember, persuasion isn't about being loud or flashy, it's about connecting with others on a deeper level. Introverts excel at this through their thoughtful communication, active listening, and genuine authenticity. Clarity is king. Keep your message concise and easy to understand. Avoid jargon and overly complex sentences. Storytelling sells. Craft narratives that connect with your audience emotionally and illustrate your points effectively. Positive framing. Highlight the benefits and value you offer, focusing on solutions instead of problems. Powerful language. Use strong verbs, evocative adjectives, and persuasive phrases to engage and influence. Practical exercises. Wordplay. Choose a product or service you want to persuade someone about. Write down several persuasive messages, focusing on clarity, storytelling, and positive framing. Mirror talk. Stand in front of a mirror and practice delivering your persuasive message using different tones and inflections. Observe how your voice impacts the message. Elevator pitch challenge. Craft a concise, captivating pitch that explains your idea or perspective in just 30 seconds. Practice it with friends and family for feedback. Now, let's delve into the nonverbal elements that amplify your message. Body language. Maintain open posture, make eye contact, and use natural gestures to convey confidence and credibility. Facial expressions. Smile genuinely, nod to show agreement, and use appropriate expressions to match your verbal message. Vocal cues. Speak clearly and with confidence, varying your tone and pace to keep your audience engaged. Actionable tips. Record yourself, video record yourself practicing your persuasive message. Analyze your nonverbal cues and make adjustments where needed. Pay attention to details, observe successful communicators and notice their nonverbal habits. Can you incorporate similar elements into your own communication style? Mirror others subtly, if appropriate. Subtly mirror the other person's body language to build rapport and trust. Be authentic, don't try to mimic someone else's style. Embrace your own personality and let your genuine nature shine through. Remember, persuasion is an art, not a science. Master the dance between words and nonverbal cues, and you'll unlock the power to influence others authentically and effectively. Loss aversion. We fear losing something more than gaining something new. Emphasize the potential negatives of inaction. Reciprocity. People feel obligated to return favors. Offer small gestures to encourage a larger yes. Social proof. We tend to follow the crowd. Showcase testimonials, group endorsements, or statistics to build trust. Scarcity. Limited time or limited quantity offers create a sense of urgency, motivating action. Liking. We're more likely to say yes to people we like and trust. Be authentic, build rapport, and show genuine interest. Identify your biases, reflect on your own decision-making process. What biases might influence your yes or no? The yes, but technique. Practice turning down requests assertively but offering alternatives. This maintains rapport while setting boundaries. Persuasion challenge. Choose a small request you want someone to agree to. Analyze which principle could be most effective and craft your message accordingly. Actionable tips. Focus on benefits. Focus on how your request benefits the other person, not just yourself. Make them the hero of the story. Ask open-ended questions, encourage dialogue and understand their needs before presenting your request. Actively listen, pay attention to their concerns and address them with empathy and understanding. Be transparent, don't hide the full picture. Honesty and clarity build trust and encourage genuine consent. End with confidence. Conclude your request with a clear call to action and positive expectations. Myth 2. Introverts are poor communicators. Reality. Introverts excel at active listening, thoughtful analysis, and clear, concise communication. Their words often carry more weight due to their careful selection. Myth 3. Introverts can't be leaders. Identify your strengths. Reflect on your introverted traits. What unique strengths and perspectives do they bring to the table? Challenge negative beliefs. Write down limiting beliefs associated with introversion and challenge them with evidence of your own strengths and successful introverted role models. Find your voice. Practice expressing your ideas in small, supportive settings like book clubs or online communities. Myth 1. Introverts are shy and lack confidence. Embrace silence. Don't feel pressured to fill every pause. Thoughtful silence can add gravitas and allow others to process your ideas. Focus on quality, not quantity. Contribute concise, well thought out points instead of feeling obligated to constantly talk. Lead by example. Live your values authentically. When you genuinely believe in your message, your conviction will be persuasive. Network strategically. Seek out smaller gatherings or one-on-one interactions where you can connect more deeply. Be present and mindful. Put away your phone, make eye contact, and actively listen to the other person. Show genuine interest in their responses. Ask open-ended questions. Go beyond yes or no answers. Ask questions that prompt conversation and showcase your interest in getting to know them. Find common ground. Observe your surroundings, their attire, or name tag for conversation starters. Share relevant personal anecdotes or experiences. Be a positive conversationalist. Focus on uplifting topics, avoid negativity, and share genuine compliments or observations. Practice active listening. Show you're engaged by summarizing key points, asking follow-up questions, and nodding thoughtfully. Role-playing scenarios. Practice small talk with a friend or family member, simulating different situations like networking events or casual introductions. Smile and maintain eye contact. Project warmth and approachability. Remember, people connect with smiles. Use positive body language. Open posture, uncrossed arms, and relaxed gestures convey confidence and openness. Listen more than you talk. Ask questions, actively listen, and show genuine interest in their experiences. Transition smoothly. Use phrases like speaking of, or that reminds me, to keep the conversation flowing naturally. And gracefully. Express your enjoyment of the conversation and excuse yourself politely, leaving them with a positive impression. From awkward to awesome. Network strategically. Seek out smaller gatherings or one-on-one interactions where you can connect more deeply. Remember, introversion is not a weakness, it's a superpower waiting to be unleashed. Leverage your unique strengths, embrace your authentic voice, and watch your influence blossom. Bonus. Read books like Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain or The Introvert Entrepreneur by Beth Bulow. Join online communities or attend workshops specifically for introverts to connect and learn from others. Celebrate your introversion. Recognize its unique value and the power it brings to your communication and influence. Demystifying harmful myths and embracing your introverted strengths, you can step out of the shadows and become a confident, impactful voice in the world. Remember, the world needs diverse perspectives and communication styles, and yours is an important one to share. So, speak up, introvert, and watch your unique influence take flight. Chapter 5, Conversations with Confidence. Mastering the art of small talk and engaging others. Think small talk is awkward and pointless? Think again. It's the gateway to deeper connections, a springboard for new opportunities, and an essential skill for navigating daily life. In this chapter, we'll transform you from a small talk stumbler to a conversation ninja, unlocking the secrets to engaging others with confidence and ease. Remember that awkward networking event where you clung to the wall, feeling invisible? Now picture a different scenario. You approach someone new, strike up a conversation with genuine interest, and discover shared passions that lead to lasting friendships or professional collaborations. Mastering small talk empowers you to create these connections, transforming what might seem trivial into opportunities for personal and professional growth. From awkward to awesome. Small talk isn't about superficial chatter, it's about establishing rapport, finding common ground, and creating a positive, engaging experience. Here's how. Be present and mindful, put away your phone, make eye contact, and actively listen to the other person. Show genuine interest in their responses. Ask open-ended questions, go beyond yes or no answers. Ask questions that prompt conversation and showcase your interest in getting to know them. Find common ground, observe your surroundings, their attire, or name tag for conversation starters. Share relevant personal anecdotes or experiences. Be a positive conversationalist, focus on uplifting topics, avoid negativity, and share genuine compliments or observations. Practice active listening, show you're engaged by summarizing key points, asking follow-up questions, and nodding thoughtfully. Practical exercises. Elevator pitch challenge. Craft a 30-second introduction that highlights your interests and sparks conversation. Practice with friends and family. Observation game. Spend time in public spaces like cafes or parks observing people and their interactions. Imagine potential conversation starters based on their appearance or activities. Role-playing scenarios. Practice small talk with a friend or family member, simulating different situations like networking events or casual introductions. Actionable tips. Smile and maintain eye contact, project warmth and approachability. Remember, people connect with smiles. Use positive body language, open posture, uncrossed arms, and relaxed gestures convey confidence and openness. Listen more than you talk, ask questions, actively listen, and show genuine interest in their experiences. Transition smoothly, use phrases like speaking of, or that reminds me, to keep the conversation flowing naturally. End gracefully, express your enjoyment of the conversation and excuse yourself politely, leaving them with a positive impression. Remember, small talk is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. Don't be discouraged by initial awkwardness, approach each interaction as a learning opportunity, and celebrate your progress. Chapter 6, The Power of Listening, How to Really Hear and Connect with Anyone. Imagine the magic of truly being heard, your words resonating deeply with another person. Now imagine yourself wielding that same power, the power of active listening, a transformative skill that builds trust, fosters connection, and unlocks influence like no other. In this chapter, we'll embark on a journey to become masters of this art, empowering you to connect with anyone and build meaningful relationships through the simple act of truly listening. Remember Sarah, the quiet, reserved girl in your class. Despite her quiet demeanor, everyone confided in her. Why? Sarah possessed the rare gift of truly listening. She wouldn't just hear words, she'd connect with the emotions behind them, offering supportive silence, insightful questions, and genuine empathy. People felt understood, valued, and heard, drawn to her warmth and attentiveness. Sarah wasn't a talking machine, she was a master listener, and her power lay in truly connecting with others. Beyond hearing to listening. True listening goes far beyond simply comprehending words. It's about actively engaging with the speaker, their emotions, and the unspoken messages beneath the surface. Here's how to cultivate this powerful skill. Be present, put away distractions, focus on the speaker, and give them your undivided attention. Pay attention to nonverbals. Observe body language, facial expressions, and vocal cues to understand their deeper emotions. Ask open-ended questions, go beyond yes or no answers. Probe deeper with questions that encourage them to elaborate and share their true feelings. Practice empathic listening. Try to see things from their perspective, understand their emotions, and acknowledge their feelings without judgment. Offer reflective responses, summarize key points, paraphrase their emotions, and show you're actively processing their message. Practical exercises. The mirror exercise. Practice reflecting back key phrases and emotions shared by someone you're conversing with. Observe their reaction and adjust your listening approach accordingly. The silent observer. Spend time in public spaces observing people's interactions. Try to imagine what they might be feeling based on their nonverbal cues and practice formulating open-ended questions you could ask them. The I wonder game. When having a conversation, replace accusatory or judgmental statements with phrases like I wonder how you came to feel that way or I wonder what else is going on for you right now. Actionable tips. Maintain eye contact. Make regular eye contact, but avoid staring for too long. Show you're engaged and present. Use nonverbal cues. Nod your head, smile, and use encouraging gestures to convey your interest and understanding. Avoid interruptions. Let them finish their thoughts before interjecting. Resist the urge to offer unsolicited advice or solutions. Offer silence. Give them space to think and express themselves without feeling pressured to fill the silence. End with gratitude. Thank them for sharing their thoughts and feelings, expressing your appreciation for their trust and honesty. Remember, true listening is a gift you offer to others, but it also nourishes yourself. It builds trust, fosters deeper connections, and opens doors to meaningful relationships. Bonus. Read books like How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie or The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox-Cabinett. Join a support group or therapy session to practice active listening in a safe and supportive environment. Reflect on your own listening habits, identify areas for improvement and set personal goals to become a more mindful and empathetic listener. Mastering the power of true listening, you'll unlock a treasure trove of connection, influence, and understanding. You'll become a magnet for meaningful relationships, and your ability to see the world through others' eyes will empower you to navigate life with empathy, compassion, and genuine connection. So, open your ears, tune your heart, and step into the world as a master listener, ready to forge connections that resonate long after the words fade away. Chapter 7. Negotiating Your Worth, From Timid Requests to Confident Assertions. Remember that nagging feeling of settling for less than you deserve, whether it's a raise, a promotion, or simply getting your voice heard. Negotiation plays a. Think back to John, the guy who always seemed to get passed over for promotions despite his hard work. He shyly expressed his concerns to his manager, only to be met with vague promises and no concrete change. But then, John discovered the power of assertive negotiation. He prepared his case, researched industry standards, and calmly yet firmly presented his value and desired salary. The outcome: a promotion and a well-deserved raise. John didn't become aggressive or pushy, he simply learned to articulate his worth with confidence, leading to a win-win outcome. Mindset shift, from timid to thriving. Negotiation isn't about being forceful or manipulative, it's about collaboratively reaching a mutually beneficial agreement. Here's how to shift your mindset. Know your worth, research industry standards, assess your skills and experience, and solidify your desired outcome. Focus on collaboration, view negotiation as a partnership, seeking solutions that benefit both parties. Practice assertiveness. Express your needs and desires clearly, confidently, and respectfully, without aggression. Embrace preparation. Gather data, anticipate objections, and rehearse your points to boost your confidence. Listen actively. Understand the other party's perspective and concerns to find common ground. Practical exercises. The what-if challenge lists situations where negotiation might arise: salary discussions, project deadlines, etc. Brainstorm potential questions, arguments, and counter-offers for each scenario. The value mirror. Reflect on your skills, experience, and contributions. Write down concrete examples that demonstrate your value to an employer or team. Role-playing scenarios. Practice negotiation tactics with a friend or trusted colleague, simulating different situations and responses. Actionable tips. Start small. Begin with low-stakes negotiations like restaurant bills or discounts to refine your assertiveness skills. Focus on facts. Base your arguments on data, industry standards, and your accomplishments, not emotions or personal attacks. Use I statements. Phrase your requests in terms of your needs and concerns, avoiding accusatory language. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage dialogue and understand the other party's perspective to find areas of agreement. Be willing to walk away, know your bottom line, and be prepared to politely decline if the offer doesn't meet your needs. Remember, negotiation is a skill that takes practice and refinement. Don't be discouraged by initial setbacks. Celebrate your progress and learn from each experience. Bonus. Read books like Getting to Yes by Roger Fisher and William Ury or Negotiation Genius by Roger Dawson. Take online courses or workshops on negotiation strategies and communication skills. Observe successful negotiators and analyze their tactics to learn from their approaches. Embracing confident assertiveness and honing your negotiation skills, you can step out of the shadows and claim your rightful place at the table. Remember, your voice deserves to be heard, and your worth deserves to be recognized. So, negotiate with conviction, collaborate with understanding, and watch your value shine through in every interaction. Chapter 8, Presenting like a Pro. Captivating your audience and delivering your message. Public speaking. The mere mention can send shivers down spines and turn knees to jelly. Yet, the ability to present with clarity, confidence, and charisma is a critical skill in both professional and personal spheres. Fear not, intrepid reader. This chapter is your guide to transforming from presentation panicker to presenting pro, unlocking the power to captivate your audience and deliver your message with impact. Remember that awkward presentation from your college days: mumbling slides, monotone voice, and darting eyes, a recipe for audience slumber. Contrast that with Sarah's recent presentation. Poised, engaging, and using storytelling to illustrate her points, she held the audience spellbound. Her secret: mastering the art of compelling presentation. Sarah understood that captivating your audience goes beyond regurgitating facts. It's about connecting with them on an emotional level and leaving a lasting impression. From stage fright to spotlight. Presenting like a pro isn't magic. It's a combination of preparation, effective delivery, and audience engagement. Here's your toolkit. Craft a compelling story. Frame your message within a narrative that resonates with your audience's emotions and interests. Know your audience. Tailor your content and delivery style to their needs, expectations, and level of understanding. Practice makes perfect. Rehearse your presentation aloud, paying attention to pacing, pauses, and vocal variety. Harness the power of visuals. Use clear, well-designed slides that enhance your message, not distract from it. Connect with your eyes. Make eye contact with individuals throughout the audience, creating a sense of personal connection. Modulate your voice. Avoid monotone droning. Use vocal variety to emphasize key points and keep your audience engaged. Embrace body language. Stand tall, use open gestures, and project confidence through your posture and movement. Practical exercises. The elevator pitch challenge: craft a concise, captivating pitch that summarizes your presentation's key message in just 30 seconds. Practice delivering it with confidence. The mirror rehearsal: stand in front of a mirror and deliver your presentation, observing your body language, vocal delivery, and overall engagement. The audience role play: recruit friends or family to act as your audience and provide feedback on your clarity, pacing, and overall impact. Actionable tips. Start small. If public speaking terrifies you, begin with presentations in smaller, familiar settings or online platforms. Record yourself, video record your practice sessions and analyze your delivery, identifying areas for improvement. Use humor strategically. A well-placed joke can lighten the mood and connect with your audience, but avoid anything offensive or inappropriate. Pause for impact. Strategic pauses can emphasize key points and draw your audience in. Don't be afraid of silence. End with a call to action. Tell your audience what you want them to do next, whether it's taking notes, visiting a website, or simply remembering your message. Remember, presenting like a pro is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the learning process, celebrate your progress, and never underestimate the power of a well-delivered message. Bonus. Take public speaking courses or workshops to refine your delivery and communication skills. Observe expert presenters, analyzing their techniques and adapting them to your own style. Join Toastmasters International or similar groups to practice your presentation skills in a supportive environment. Mastering the art of presentation, you'll unlock the ability to influence, inspire, and leave a lasting impression on your audience. So, step onto the stage with confidence, let your voice be heard, and watch your message resonate with power and impact. Chapter 9, The Art of Feedback, Giving and Receiving Constructively Without Shyness. Feedback, the double-edged sword of personal and professional growth. We crave it to improve, yet often dread giving or receiving it for fear of hurt feelings or awkward silences. But fear not, intrepid reader. This chapter equips you with the tools to navigate the art of feedback with confidence and grace, transforming it from a potential minefield into a fertile ground for growth. Remember Maya, the shy intern who always blended into the background. When her mentor offered constructive feedback on her writing, Maya initially felt defensive and discouraged. However, her mentor, a master of the feedback dance, approached the conversation with empathy and clarity. She focused on strengths, offered specific suggestions for improvement, and encouraged Maya to ask questions. The outcome: Maya embraced the feedback, revised her work with newfound confidence, and blossomed into a skilled writer. From fear to flourishing. Effective feedback is a gift, not a weapon. Here's how to give and receive it constructively. Giving feedback. Focus on specific behaviors, avoid vague critiques. Point out specific actions and their impact. Frame it as I statements, share your observations and their effects on you, avoiding accusatory language. Emphasize strengths, start with positive reinforcement to build trust and create a receptive environment. Offer actionable suggestions, don't just point out problems, provide concrete ideas for improvement. Focus on impact, not intent, judge the action, not the person's perceived intentions. Ask for permission, before diving in, ensure the recipient is open to and ready for feedback. Receiving feedback. Listen actively, pay attention without interrupting. Seek clarification if needed. Acknowledge the feedback, thank the giver for their honesty and willingness to share. Avoid defensiveness, focus on understanding the message, not justifying your actions. Ask questions, Seek clarification and explore how to implement the feedback effectively. Focus on growth. View feedback as an opportunity to learn and improve, not a personal attack. Take time to reflect, don't react impulsively. Process the feedback thoughtfully before acting. Practical exercises. The sandwich technique practice. Choose a scenario where you might give feedback. Craft a message using the sandwich approach. Start with praise, insert constructive criticism, and end with another positive point. The I feel. Challenge. Practice framing feedback using I statements. Reflect on specific situations and formulate phrases like I felt frustrated when, or I would have appreciated it if. The role-playing game. Practice giving and receiving feedback with a friend or colleague, simulating different scenarios and responses. Actionable tips. Focus on timing. Choose a calm, private setting for feedback conversations. Avoid giving feedback when emotions are high. Be respectful. Maintain a respectful and empathetic tone throughout the conversation. Focus on solutions. Work together to brainstorm solutions and set goals for improvement. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate achievements made based on past feedback. Seek feedback regularly. Don't wait for formal reviews. Actively seek feedback to foster continuous growth. Remember, feedback is a two-way street. By honing your skills in both giving and receiving it constructively, you unlock a powerful tool for personal and professional development. Bonus. Read books like Crucial Conversations by Carrie Patterson et.al. or Thanks. How to Give, Get, and Use Feedback Effectively by Gary Yuckle. Enroll in workshops or courses on communication and feedback skills. Observe how others give and receive feedback, analyzing their effective techniques. Embracing the art of feedback, you transform it from a source of anxiety into a catalyst for growth. So, step into the conversation with confidence, offer feedback with empathy, and receive it with an open mind, and watch your personal and professional journey soar to new heights. Chapter 10, The Power of Responsibility, Using Persuasion for Positive Impact. We've explored the intricacies of words, body language, negotiation, and communication. But the true mark of a master persuader isn't just getting people to say yes, it's using that power to create positive change and inspire action. In this final chapter, we'll explore the responsibility that comes with persuasion, empowering you to wield your influence for a better world. Remember Sarah, the fundraising champion. While others focused on individual success, Sarah understood the impact of her influence. She used her persuasive skills to advocate for underserved communities, crafting messages that resonated with donors and rallying volunteers to her cause. Sarah didn't just win donations, she inspired action, creating a ripple effect of positive change through her responsible use of persuasion. From persuasion to purpose. Persuasion is a powerful tool, but like any power, it comes with ethical considerations. Here's how to ensure your influence fosters positive impact. Align with values. Don't compromise your values for persuasion's sake. Use your voice to promote causes you genuinely believe in. Focus on truth and transparency. Avoid manipulation or deceptive tactics. Build trust by being honest and transparent in your communication. Empower. Don't coerce. Strive to inform, educate, and motivate, not pressure or force people into decisions that don't align with their values. Consider the broader impact. Think beyond your immediate goals. Consider the potential consequences of your message and its impact on wider communities. Be accountable for your influence. Acknowledge the responsibility you hold as a persuader. Use your power ethically and be willing to address unintended consequences. Practical exercises. The values test. Reflect on your core values. Choose a cause you want to advocate for and analyze if your persuasive efforts truly align with those values. The Ripple Effect Challenge. Choose a persuasive message you've crafted. Consider the potential positive and negative consequences it could have, both short-term and long-term, on individuals and communities. The Role Model Reflection. Identify individuals who use persuasion responsibly. Analyze their tactics and identify elements you can incorporate into your own approach. Actionable tips. Amplify underserved voices. Use your platform to elevate the voices of marginalized communities or individuals who lack a voice. Promote sustainability. Encourage responsible practices and advocate for positive environmental change through your messages. Focus on building bridges. Use your skills to foster understanding and dialogue between diverse groups, promoting unity and collaboration. Start small, think big. Start with influencing immediate circles and communities, using your successes to gradually expand your positive impact. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate your efforts, both big and small, in using persuasion for a better world. True influence isn't about personal gain, it's about leaving a lasting positive impact on the world around you. By wielding your persuasive powers responsibly, you can become a force for good, inspiring others and creating a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond the words you speak. Bonus. Read books like The Art of Nonviolent Communication by Marshall B. Rosenberg or Leadership and Self-Deception by the Arbinger Institute. Join organizations or movements focused on positive social change and use your skills to contribute to their causes. Mentor others and share your knowledge of responsible persuasion to empower a new generation of ethical influencers. Remember, the world needs your voice, used with intention and responsibility. So, step into your power, speak with purpose, and embark on your journey to create meaningful change, one persuasive message at a time. Chapter 11, Recognizing Manipulation, Avoiding the Dark Side of Persuasion. Persuasion can be a powerful tool for good, but like any potent force, it has a shadow side. In this chapter, we delve into the realm of manipulation, uncovering its tactics, learning to recognize its dangers, and empowering you to protect yourself and advocate for ethical communication. Remember John, the charismatic salesman who always seemed to convince you to buy things you didn't need. His words flowed like honey, his promises alluring, yet something felt off. John was a master manipulator, using urgency, guilt, and emotional appeals to exploit vulnerabilities and secure sales. Thankfully, you eventually recognized his tactics and learned to protect yourself from his manipulative influence. Unmasking the manipulator's game. Manipulation thrives in the shadows. Here are some common tactics to be aware of. Appealing to fear and insecurity. Manipulators play on your anxieties and doubts, making you feel unsafe or inadequate to pressure compliance. Creating false scarcity. They emphasize limited availability or time constraints to pressure rushed decisions without proper evaluation. Using guilt and shame. They leverage your sense of obligation or regret to extract favors or concessions. Exploiting emotional bonds. They prey on trust and emotional connection to gain undue influence. Shifting blame and responsibility. They deflect accountability, making you feel responsible for their manipulative actions. Practical exercises. The Red Flag Challenge. Identify and list situations where you've felt pressured or manipulated. Analyze the tactics used and the emotions they triggered. The Pause and Reflect Technique. When faced with a persuasive message, consciously pause and reflect before responding. Ask yourself, does this offer align with my values and needs, or am I being pressured to make a decision without enough information? The role-playing scenario. Practice asserting yourself in manipulative situations with a friend or colleague. Role-play different tactics and responses to build confidence in saying no. Actionable tips. Educate yourself. Learn about common manipulation tactics and red flags to be aware of. Build healthy boundaries. Set clear boundaries and communicate your needs assertively, refusing to be pressured into unwanted decisions. Seek support. Confide in trusted friends or family members if you feel manipulated. Talking it out can provide clarity and support. Challenge unfounded claims. Don't hesitate to ask questions, verify information, and challenge manipulative statements. Trust your gut. Pay attention to your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't ignore your inner voice. You are not responsible for someone else's manipulative behavior. By recognizing the tactics, trusting your instincts, and asserting your boundaries, you empower yourself to navigate communication with awareness and protect yourself from undue influence. Bonus. Read books like Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini or The Gift of Fear by Gavin de Becker. Join workshops or training programs on building assertiveness and healthy communication skills. Support organizations that advocate for ethical communication and consumer protection. Understanding and rejecting manipulation, you become an advocate for open, honest communication and contribute to a world where persuasion serves ethical and positive purposes. So, speak your truth, protect your values, and empower others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of ethical influence that extends far beyond your own interactions. Remember, knowledge is power, and by harnessing that power responsibly, you can become a force for good in the world of persuasion. Let your voice be heard with integrity and purpose, and watch as your influence becomes a beacon of positive change. Chapter 12, Building Trust and Credibility, the Foundation of Ethical Influence. Persuasion can be powerful, but without trust and credibility, it crumbles to dust. In this final chapter, we explore the bedrock of ethical influence, building trust with your audience and establishing yourself as a credible voice. By focusing on authenticity, transparency, and ethical communication, you'll unlock the true power of persuasion that inspires rather than manipulates. Remember Maya, the intern who initially struggled with feedback as she embraced constructive criticism, openly asked questions, and showcased her dedication to learning. Her mentor's trust in her grew. Maya wasn't simply following orders, she actively demonstrated her commitment to improvement. Over time, her credibility soared, making her persuasive messages all the more powerful. From words to worth. Building trust and credibility isn't a quick fix, it's a steady journey. Here are the guiding principles. Be authentic, embrace your genuine self, values, and unique perspective. Authenticity resonates and fosters deeper connections. Practice transparency, be honest and upfront, even when sharing mistakes or limitations. Transparency builds trust and respect. Deliver on promises, meet your commitments and avoid over-promising. Consistent integrity earns lasting trust. Demonstrate expertise, develop your knowledge and skills in your chosen area. Speak with authority without arrogance. Listen actively, pay attention to others' concerns and perspectives. Empathy fosters connection and builds trust. Acknowledge different viewpoints, respect diverse opinions, even if you disagree. Open-mindedness is a sign of integrity. Be consistent, maintain your values and behaviors across all interactions. Inconsistency erodes trust. Practical exercises. The self-audit, reflect on your communication style. Identify areas where you can be more authentic, transparent, and consistent with your values. The promise tracker, track your commitments, big and small, and hold yourself accountable for fulfilling them. Celebrate keeping your promises and address any shortcomings transparently. The different lenses challenge: choose a topic you're passionate about. Explore arguments and perspectives that oppose your own. Practice articulating your views respectfully while acknowledging other viewpoints. Actionable tips: be a lifelong learner, continuously expand your knowledge and skills to stay relevant and credible. Share your learning journey with others. Focus on value, not self-promotion. Offer genuine value through your communication, insights, and expertise. Self-promotion will naturally follow trust and credibility. Cite sources and data. Back your claims with credible sources and evidence. Transparency strengthens your arguments. Own your mistakes. Acknowledge and apologize for errors gracefully. Taking responsibility builds trust and fosters learning. Celebrate others' successes. Be genuinely happy for others' achievements. It fosters collaboration and strengthens credibility. Remember, trust and credibility are earned, not granted. By consistently upholding these principles, you'll build unshakable connections, wield your influence ethically, and become a persuasive force for good in the world. Bonus: read books like The Speed of Trust by Stephen M. R. Covey or Talk Like Ted by Carmine Gallo. Join communities or networks focused on ethical communication and leadership. Seek feedback from trusted mentors or colleagues to identify areas for improvement in your communication and credibility. As you embark on your journey as a persuasive communicator, remember, power lies not in manipulation, but in the trust and credibility you build with each interaction. So, speak with authenticity, act with integrity, and watch your influence blossom into a force for positive change, leaving a lasting impact far beyond your words. Chapter 13, Staying True to Yourself, Authentic Persuasion for Lasting Connections. In the world of influence, the loudest voice isn't always the most persuasive. In this final chapter, we delve into the heart of authentic persuasion, where genuine connection and shared values trump manipulative tactics. By embracing your true self, you unlock a powerful form of influence that builds lasting connections and inspires positive change. Remember Sarah, the quiet but impactful young woman we met earlier. Despite her reserved nature, her genuine passion for social justice resonated deeply with others. She didn't shout the loudest, she spoke authentically, sharing her experiences and beliefs with conviction. Her sincerity and genuineness drew people in, making her words carry far more weight than any forceful persuasion ever could. From performance to presence. Authentic persuasion isn't about putting on a show, it's about letting your true self shine through. Here's how to cultivate it. Know your values. Reflect on what truly matters to you. These values should form the bedrock of your communication and influence. Embrace your uniqueness. Celebrate what makes you different. Authenticity thrives on individuality, not conformity. Be transparent. Express your thoughts and feelings honestly, even when they're unpopular. Vulnerability fosters trust and connection. Listen deeply. Show genuine interest in others' perspectives, creating a space for open dialogue and mutual understanding. Lead with empathy. Connect with others on an emotional level, understanding their needs and concerns. Practice self-awareness. Reflect on your strengths and weaknesses, using them to communicate effectively and authentically. Stay true to your word. Align your actions with your values, demonstrating consistency and integrity. Practical exercises. The Values Inventory. List your core values and identify situations where you might compromise them for persuasion. Reflect on how staying true to these values strengthens your influence. The True Self Challenge. Spend time introspecting. Journal about your passions, beliefs, and experiences. Identify how you can share these authentically in your communication. The listen and reflect technique. Practice active listening during conversations. Before responding, paraphrase what you heard and express your understanding of the other person's perspective. Actionable tips. Focus on shared values. Find common ground with your audience, connecting through shared values and aspirations. Tell your story. Share personal experiences that illustrate your passion and purpose. People connect with authenticity, not abstract rhetoric. Be humble. Acknowledge that you don't have all the answers. Vulnerability strengthens relationships and fosters collaborative problem solving. Celebrate diverse voices. Encourage and amplify the voices of others, creating a space for inclusive and authentic persuasion. Lead by example. Live your values and embody the change you want to see. Your actions speak louder than your words. Remember, authentic persuasion isn't a quick fix, it's a journey of self-discovery and continuous growth. By staying true to yourself, building genuine connections, and leading with empathy, you'll cultivate an influence that resonates deeply and inspires lasting change. Bonus. Read books like Dare to Lead by Brené Brown or The Art of Authenticity by Elaine St. John. Join workshops or training programs on emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Seek mentors who embody authentic leadership and communication styles. As you close this book, remember, the most powerful persuasion lies not in manipulation, but in the genuine connections you build and the values you authentically represent. Go forth, speak your truth with purpose, and watch as your influence inspires a ripple effect of positive change in the world, one authentic interaction at a time. Chapter 14, The Shy Shrewd, Embracing Your Unique Persuasion Style. So you shy away from shouting opinions and commanding attention, but that doesn't mean you lack influence. This chapter is for the quiet contemplators, the introspective observers, the shy shrewd, those who wield persuasion with subtle power and thoughtful insight. Let's explore how to embrace your unique style and make your voice resonate, even if it whispers rather than bellows. Remember Daniel, the introverted writer everyone underestimated in meetings. He stayed silent, carefully absorbing perspectives. Then, at the right moment, he'd offer a concise, well-reasoned suggestion, backed by research and thoughtful analysis. While others blustered and debated, Daniel's quiet words often carried the day. He showed that persuasion doesn't have to be loud, it can be insightful, well-timed, and surprisingly powerful. Beyond the loud and boisterous. Forget comparing yourself to extroverted persuaders. Here's how to own your shy shrewdness. Know your strengths. Introverts excel at deep thinking, observation, and strategic planning. Leverage these strengths in your communication. Focus on quality, not quantity. Your words may be few, but make them count. Ensure they are well-researched, logically sound, and impactful. Master the art of timing. Choose the right moments to intervene, waiting for opportune gaps in conversations or offering your insight at key decision points. Harness the power of written communication. Sometimes, your ideas shine brighter on paper or screen. Utilize well-written proposals, emails, or reports to articulate your thoughts strategically. Build strategic alliances. Find allies who can amplify your voice or complement your style. Extroverts might help bring your ideas to life, while other introverts can offer support and understanding. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't apologize for being introverted. Own it, understand its strengths, and use it to your advantage. Practical exercises. The Strengths Inventory. List your introverted strengths. Example: observation, analysis, writing. Identify situations where you can leverage these strengths to persuade effectively. The Timely Intervention Challenge. Analyze past meetings or discussions. Reflect on moments where your intervention could have been more impactful or well-timed. The power of writing experiment. Choose a situation where you normally hesitate to speak up. Craft a well-written message expressing your perspective and share it strategically. Actionable tips. Prepare thoroughly. Anticipate questions and concerns, gathering data and evidence to support your arguments. Use data and logic. Appeal to the rational mind, presenting facts and figures to back your claims. Frame your ideas carefully. Structure your message clearly, highlighting key points and making them easy to understand. Tell compelling stories. Use personal anecdotes or relevant narratives to illustrate your points and connect with your audience emotionally. Practice makes progress. Role-play presentations or discussions with trusted friends or mentors to hone your communication skills. Persuasion isn't a one-size-fits-all game. Your introverted nature gives you a unique perspective and powerful tools. By understanding your strengths, embracing your style, and using it strategically, you can become a subtle yet influential force, leaving a lasting impact without ever raising your voice above a whisper. Chapter 15, Persuasion in Action, Case Studies and Real-Life Examples. The theory is captivating, but real-world application brings it all to life. In this final chapter, we explore persuasion in action through diverse case studies and inspiring real-life examples. By analyzing successful persuasive campaigns and dissecting the tactics used, you'll gain practical insights and actionable tips to apply in your own endeavors. Remember Sarah, the social justice advocate we met earlier? Recall how she effectively persuaded people to donate to her cause. Let's dissect her approach. Identifying the audience, Sarah understood her target audience, individuals passionate about social justice and community improvement. Appealing to values, she framed her message around shared values like equality, fairness, and compassion, resonating deeply with her audience. Emotional storytelling, Sarah shared personal stories of individuals impacted by the issue, evoking empathy and a desire to help. Clear call to action, she offered specific donation options and highlighted the tangible impact each contribution could make. Lessons from the masters. Now, let's explore diverse scenarios where persuasion played a pivotal role. Case Study 1. Malala Yousafzai's powerful UN speech advocating for girls' education. Exercise. Analyze the use of personal narrative, statistics, and emotional appeals in her speech. Tip. Craft your own persuasive message using similar elements tailored to your audience and cause. Case Study 2. Steve Jobs' captivating product launches, known for their storytelling and emotional connection. Exercise. Identify how Jobs incorporated audience anticipation, product benefits, and a vision for the future in his presentations. Tip. Apply these elements to introduce your own ideas or proposals in a captivating manner. Case Study 3. Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, inspiring a nation through powerful rhetoric and imagery. Exercise. Analyze the use of repetition, metaphors, and historical references to amplify his message. Tip. Consider how you can utilize storytelling, powerful language, and historical context to strengthen your own persuasive appeals. Beyond the examples. Remember, successful persuasion goes beyond replicating specific tactics. Here are key takeaways. Understand your audience. Always tailor your message to their values, needs, and interests. Focus on benefits, not features. Highlight how your message or product improves their lives. Tell compelling stories. Use narratives to connect emotionally and make your message memorable. Evoke action. Offer clear calls to action, guiding your audience towards the desired outcome. Be authentic and ethical. Build trust through genuineness and responsible communication. Remember, you have the power to persuade, inspire, and create positive change. Use this chapter's insights and exercises to hone your skills, embrace your unique voice, and become a force for good in the world. Bonus. Research historical leaders or activists known for their persuasive communication skills. Analyze their speeches, writings, or actions, identifying their key strategies. Find contemporary individuals or organizations using effective persuasion for positive change. Study their approaches and draw inspiration. Practice your persuasive skills in everyday interactions, starting with small requests or suggestions. Observe the impact and refine your methods over time. As you close this book, remember, persuasion is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Embrace the learning process, experiment with different approaches, and always strive to use your influence for a greater good. The world needs your unique voice, so speak your truth with conviction and watch as your persuasive powers create a ripple effect of positive change. Chapter 16, Beyond the Book, Resources and Tools for Continued Growth. Congratulations! You've reached the final chapter of this journey into the art of persuasion. But remember, this is just the beginning. Mastering persuasion is a lifelong pursuit, and the world needs your voice to continue advocating for good. In this chapter, we'll explore resources and tools to fuel your continued growth, ensuring your journey beyond this book is filled with learning, experimentation, and impactful influence. Remember Maya, the intern who blossomed into a confident communicator. Her journey didn't end with just one book or course. She actively sought out resources, joined communities, and practiced her skills consistently. She embraced new challenges, learned from failures, and constantly refined her approach. Maya's dedication led her to become a persuasive leader, inspiring others, and creating positive change within her community. Fueling your persuasion journey. Here are some key resources and tools to keep you moving forward. Books. Leadership and Self-Deception by the Arbinger Institute, explores hidden dynamics that impact communication and leadership effectiveness. Thanks. How to Give, Get, and Use Feedback Effectively by Gary Yuckle, a comprehensive guide to mastering the art of constructive feedback. Crucial Conversations by Carrie Patterson et.al., provides tools for navigating difficult conversations and reaching mutually beneficial outcomes. Online resources. TED Talks, a vast library of inspiring talks covering diverse topics, offering insights into storytelling and impactful communication. Coursera and edX, online platforms offering various courses on communication, persuasion, and leadership skills. Toastmasters International, a global community where you can practice speaking and communication skills in a supportive environment. Practical exercises. The monthly challenge. Each month, choose a new communication skill to focus on. Practice it consistently, track your progress, and celebrate your achievements. The feedback loop. Seek feedback from trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues on your communication style and areas for improvement. Regularly incorporate their feedback into your practice. The real-world application. Identify opportunities in your daily life to apply your persuasion skills, whether it's negotiating a deal, advocating for a cause, or simply delivering a clear and concise message. Actionable tips. Stay curious, continuously read, learn, and expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives. Knowledge fuels effective communication. Connect with others, join communities, attend workshops, and network with individuals who share your passion for communication and persuasion. Embrace feedback, see it as an opportunity for growth, not criticism. Learn from mistakes and use feedback to refine your approach. Step outside your comfort zone. Don't shy away from challenging yourself with new communication situations. Growth lies outside your comfort zone. Be patient. Mastering persuasion takes time and dedication. Celebrate your progress, learn from setbacks, and never stop growing. Remember, this book is just a compass on your journey. Use its lessons as a springboard, embrace the resources available, and most importantly, never stop using your voice. The world needs your unique perspective, your authentic message, and your persuasive influence to create positive change. Go forth, speak your truth, and watch as your voice ripples out, leaving a lasting impact on the world around you. Bonus. Follow influential figures and organizations known for their strong communication and persuasion skills. Analyze their communication style and learn from their approaches. Start your own blog or podcast to share your insights and practice communicating your ideas to a wider audience. Mentor others who are eager to hone their communication skills. Sharing your knowledge is a powerful way to learn and grow yourself. As you step onto the path beyond this book, remember, every interaction is an opportunity to connect, persuade, and inspire. Embrace the power of your voice, continue to learn and grow, and never underestimate the impact you can have on the world. The future of positive change needs your persuasive voice, so go forth and make it heard. Chapter 17, The Shy Advantage, Reframing Introversion as a Persuasion Asset. In the realm of persuasion, extroverts often steal the spotlight. Their charisma, energy, and volume seem tailor-made for captivating audiences. But what about the introverts, the quiet observers, the thinkers whose voices sometimes get lost in the noise? Fear not, fellow introverts. This chapter is your anthem, a celebration of your unique strengths and how they can make you a powerful persuader. Let's reframe introversion as a persuasion asset, unlocking the hidden potential within your quiet confidence. Remember David, the reserved writer who rarely spoke in meetings while others brainstormed loudly. David listened intently, absorbing ideas and formulating his own. When he finally spoke, his words were measured, well-reasoned, and packed with insightful analysis. His introspective nature allowed him to see things from different angles, leading to innovative solutions that often surpassed the hastily proposed ideas of his more vocal colleagues. David's quiet power proved that persuasion doesn't require shouting, it thrives on thoughtfulness, depth, and the ability to connect on a deeper level. Beyond the myth of the loud persuader. Forget the stereotype that introverts lack influence. Here's how your introversion can be your persuasive superpower. Deep thinkers, strategic communicators, you excel at analyzing information, formulating well-structured arguments, and crafting concise, impactful messages. Active listeners, relationship builders, you possess the gift of truly listening, understanding others' perspectives, and fostering genuine connections. Quiet confidence, credibility booster, your measured approach and thoughtful words inspire trust and credibility, making your arguments more persuasive. Strategic observation, unseen advantages, you observe dynamics, identify hidden patterns, and use your insights to craft targeted persuasive strategies. Authenticity magnet, trustworthy influence, you avoid performative persuasion, radiating genuineness that resonates deeply with your audience. Practical exercises. The Strengths Inventory, list your introverted strengths. Example: deep thinking, observation, analysis. Identify situations where you can leverage these strengths to persuade effectively. The Power of Listening Challenge, in your next conversation, actively listen without interrupting. Reflect on the other person's perspective and use it to tailor your message accordingly. The Quiet Confidence Experiment, choose a situation where you'd usually hold back. Speak up with conviction, sharing your well-considered thoughts in a clear and concise manner. Actionable tips. Prepare meticulously, anticipate questions and concerns, gathering data and evidence to support your arguments. Focus on quality, not quantity. Your words may be few, but ensure they are impactful, well-reasoned, and delivered with confidence. Tell compelling stories. Use personal anecdotes or relevant narratives to illustrate your points and connect with your audience emotionally. Find your ideal platform. Not all platforms require shouting. Explore written communication, one-on-one conversations, or smaller group settings where your strengths can shine. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't apologize for being introverted. Own it, understand its strengths, and use it to your advantage. Remember, persuasion isn't a one-size-fits-all game. Your introverted nature equips you with a unique set of tools. By understanding your strengths, embracing your style, and using it strategically, you can become a thoughtful yet influential force, leaving a lasting impact without ever needing to raise your voice above a whisper. Bonus: read books like Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain, or The Introvert Entrepreneur, Amplify Your Strengths and Create Success on Your Own Terms by Beth Bulow. Join online communities or groups for introverts to connect, share experiences, and learn from each other. Find mentors or role models who demonstrate successful introverted leadership styles. As you walk away from this chapter, remember, your voice matters, regardless of its volume. Embrace your shy advantage, hone your unique strengths, and watch as your quiet persuasion works its magic, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Speak softly, but carry a big stick of well-reasoned influence. Chapter 18, Beyond Words, The Unspoken Language of Persuasion. Words weave tapestries of ideas, but it's often the unspoken language that truly resonates. In this chapter, we delve into the realm of nonverbal communication, exploring the subtle cues, body language, and emotional intelligence that can make your persuasion powerful and authentic. Remember, it's not just what you say, but how you say it that makes the difference. Remember Sarah, the young social justice advocate we met earlier? While her words were passionate, it was her genuine warmth, attentive body language, and unwavering eye contact that truly connected with her audience. She didn't just speak, she embodied her message, radiating empathy and conviction. Sarah understood that persuasion goes beyond words, leveraging her nonverbal communication to build trust, forge connections, and leave a lasting impact. The Silent Symphony. Words are the melody, but nonverbal communication is the harmonious orchestra that elevates your message. Here are the key instruments to master. Body language: maintain open, confident postures, use gestures naturally, and mirror subtle movements to build rapport. Facial expressions: let your smiles be genuine, reflect the emotions conveyed in your words, and avoid nervous tics. Eye contact: connect with your audience through attentive eye contact, demonstrating interest and respect. Vocal tone and pace: vary your pitch, avoid monotone, and use pauses strategically for emphasis and reflection. Active listening: show genuine interest through attentive body language, head nods, and encouraging expressions. Practical exercises. The mirroring challenge: in conversations, subtly mirror the body language and gestures of the person you're talking to. Observe their response and adjust your approach accordingly. The Power of Pause experiment: practice incorporating pauses into your speech, allowing time for emphasis and reflection. Observe how they impact your audience's engagement. The Nonverbal Feedback Request: ask a trusted friend or colleague to provide honest feedback on your nonverbal communication during a conversation. Use their insights to refine your approach. Actionable tips. Be mindful of your audience. Cultural differences can influence perceptions of nonverbal cues. Research and adapt your communication style accordingly. Practice authenticity. Your nonverbal communication should reflect your genuine emotions and intentions. Avoid forced expressions or gestures. Congruence is key. Ensure your words, body language, and emotions are aligned to create a unified and believable message. Less is more. Subtlety is key. Avoid excessive gesturing or forced facial expressions, as they can come across as inauthentic or distracting. Observe and learn. Pay attention to successful communicators you admire. Analyze their nonverbal cues and incorporate elements that resonate with you. Remember, nonverbal communication is a complex dance, but with practice and awareness, you can harness its power to amplify your message, build trust, and connect with your audience on a deeper level. Go beyond words, let your body language speak volumes, and watch as your influence transcends the spoken word. Chapter 19, Decoding Body Talk, Your Silent Influence Amplifier. Words are powerful, but have you ever noticed how a raised eyebrow or a hesitant hand gesture can speak volumes? More in this chapter, we dive into the fascinating world of body language, your silent influence amplifier. By understanding and mastering this unspoken language, you can connect deeper, build trust, and persuade more effectively. Remember, it's not just what you say, but how you say it that truly resonates. Picture John, the nervous presenter whose body language betrayed his confident words. Fidgeting hands, averted eyes, and a slumped posture told a different story, creating a disconnect with his audience. Now, compare him to Sarah, who radiated calm confidence. Her open posture, steady eye contact, and genuine smile mirrored her message, drawing her audience in and amplifying her persuasive power. Both used words, but Sarah's deliberate body language transformed her message, leaving a lasting impact. The Silent Symphony of Persuasion. Body language is an intricate dance, conveying emotions, intentions, and even hidden truths. Here are the key instruments to tune your silent orchestra. Posture. Stand tall with open shoulders, projecting confidence and approachability. Avoid slouching, which can signal nervousness or disinterest. Eye contact. Maintain steady, natural eye contact to show attentiveness and respect. Avoid excessive staring, which can be perceived as intimidating. Facial expressions. Let your smiles be genuine, mirroring the emotions in your words. Avoid forced expressions that can appear disingenuous. Gestures. Use natural gestures to emphasize your points, but avoid excessive or flamboyant movements that can distract. Mirroring and matching. Subtly mirror the body language of others to build rapport and create a sense of connection. Practical exercises. The Mirror Image Challenge. In everyday interactions, consciously mirror the body language of the person you're talking to. Observe their response and adjust your approach accordingly. The Power Pose Experiment. Stand tall with open arms and shoulders for a few minutes before a presentation or important conversation. Notice how it affects your confidence and energy levels. The Nonverbal Feedback Loop. Ask a trusted friend or colleague to provide honest feedback on your body language during a conversation. Use their insights to refine your nonverbal communication skills. Actionable tips. Be mindful of cultural differences. Cultural norms influence how body language is interpreted. Adapt your communication style to avoid unintentional misunderstandings. Stay authentic. Avoid forced gestures or expressions that seem inauthentic. Let your body language naturally reflect your genuine emotions and intentions. Congruence is key. Ensure your words, body language, and emotions are aligned to create a unified and believable message. Less is more. Subtlety is key. Avoid excessive gesturing or forced facial expressions, as they can come across as inauthentic or distracting. Practice makes progress. Observe successful communicators you admire and analyze their nonverbal techniques. Practice incorporating elements that resonate with you. Mastering body language is a journey, not a destination. By decoding, practicing, and adapting, you can transform your silent influence amplifier into a powerful tool for connection and persuasion. Go beyond words, let your body language speak volumes, and watch as your influence transcends the spoken word. As you journey beyond words, remember, true influence starts within. Cultivate genuine confidence, empathy, and authenticity, and let your body language become a seamless extension of your inner self. By mastering the unspoken language, you'll unlock a powerful tool to create meaningful connections and influence the world around you, one silent gesture at a time. Chapter 20, The Science of Yes, Understanding How People Make Decisions. Have you ever wondered why some requests fall on deaf ears while others spark immediate action? The answer lies deep within the intricate workings of the human mind and the science of decision-making. In this chapter, we'll unlock the secrets behind persuasion, exploring the psychological principles that influence our yes and nos. By understanding these principles, you can tailor your communication and become a more effective influencer. Remember Daniel, the introverted writer from earlier chapters. While others used forceful arguments, Daniel's success lay in understanding the psychology of decision-making. He knew people are drawn to solutions that address their pain points and offer tangible benefits. During meetings, he presented well-researched proposals, highlighting how his ideas solved specific problems and improved efficiency. By appealing to logic and self-interest, he earned yes without needing to raise his voice. Decoding the decision-making maze. Our decisions are rarely purely rational. Here are the key factors influencing our yes. Loss aversion, we fear losing more than gaining, making scarcity and urgency powerful tools. Social proof, we tend to follow the crowd, using others' behavior as a guide. Reciprocity, we feel obligated to return favors, making small requests effective door openers. Authority, we trust figures of expertise, making credentials and endorsements persuasive. Framing, our perception of options is shaped by how they're presented, emphasizing benefits over potential drawbacks. Practical exercises. The pain point inventory, identify common pain points in your area of influence. Brainstorm solutions and tailor your message to address them directly. The social proof experiment, share testimonials, case studies, or positive reviews to leverage the power of social influence. The reciprocity request, start with small, easy-to-fulfill requests to build trust and open the door for larger ones later. Actionable tips. Know your audience, tailor your message to their specific needs, values, and concerns. Speak their language, use clear, concise language that resonates with your audience's level of understanding. Focus on benefits, highlight how your proposal improves their lives, using quantifiable benefits whenever possible. Build credibility, demonstrate your expertise and trustworthiness through credentials, data, or social proof. Frame your message strategically, present options in a way that emphasizes the positive and downplays potential drawbacks. Tell compelling stories, use narratives to connect with your audience emotionally and make your message memorable. Remember, the science of yes is a nuanced dance. By understanding the underlying principles and practicing effective communication strategies, you can increase your influence and achieve your goals in a positive and ethical manner. Bonus. Read books like Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman or Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Take online courses on persuasion and decision-making psychology. Analyze successful persuasion campaigns and identify the principles they applied. Practice your communication skills in everyday interactions, observing the impact on others. As you navigate the intricate world of decision-making, remember, people are drawn to authenticity, transparency, and genuine value. By building trust, understanding their needs, and offering solutions that truly benefit them, you can unlock the power of yes and influence positive change. Go forth, armed with the science of decision-making, and watch as your persuasive words open doors and inspire action. Chapter 21, Mythbusters, Debunking Common Misconceptions About Introverts and Persuasion. Introverts often face unfair stereotypes regarding their ability to persuade. It's time to dismantle these myths and celebrate the unique strengths introverts bring to the world of influence. Buckle up, fellow introverts, and let's bust some persuasion myths. Remember Maya, the intern who blossomed into a confident communicator despite initial self-doubt. She embraced her introverted nature and discovered it fostered genuine connections and impactful persuasion. Forget the myth of loud extroverts dominating the persuasion game. Maya, through careful listening, thoughtful insights, and strategic communication, proved that introverts can leave a lasting impact without needing to shout their message from the rooftops. Shattering the stereotypes. Let's tackle some prevalent myths head-on. Myth 1, Introverts lack confidence. Reality, introverts possess quiet confidence often mistaken for shyness. Their thoughtfulness and self-awareness translate into well-reasoned arguments and impactful communication. Myth 2, Introverts are poor communicators. Reality, introverts excel at active listening, deep thinking, and crafting concise, impactful messages. Their introspective nature allows them to connect with others on a deeper level. Myth 3, Introverts need to become extroverts to succeed. Reality, trying to be someone you're not is exhausting and ineffective. Embrace your introverted strengths and develop communication strategies that leverage them, like written communication or one-on-one conversations. Myth 4, Introverts can't be leaders. Reality, some of the most influential leaders throughout history were introverts. Their thoughtful approach, strategic planning, and ability to inspire trust make them effective leaders who foster collaboration and build strong teams. Practical exercises. The Strengths Inventory. List your introverted strengths. Example: deep thinking, observation, analysis. Identify situations where you can leverage these strengths to persuade effectively. The Confident Voice Challenge. Record yourself speaking and analyze your tone and delivery. Practice projecting confidence by speaking clearly and calmly, using pauses for emphasis. The Find Your Platform Experiment. Explore different communication styles and platforms. Discover where you feel most comfortable and confident expressing yourself, be it writing, one-on-one conversations, or small group settings. Actionable tips. Know your audience. Tailor your message to their preferred communication style and receptiveness to different approaches. Prepare meticulously. Anticipate questions and concerns, gathering data and evidence to support your arguments. Focus on quality, not quantity. Your words may be few, but ensure they are impactful, well-reasoned, and delivered with conviction. Tell compelling stories. Use personal anecdotes or relevant narratives to illustrate your points and connect with your audience emotionally. Lead by example. Be authentic and genuine in your communication. Your integrity and sincerity will resonate with others. Introversion is not a weakness, it's a unique strength. By understanding your strengths, embracing your authentic style, and utilizing effective communication strategies, you can become a powerful and persuasive force, leaving a lasting impact on the world in your own unique way. Bonus. Read books like Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain, or The Introvert Entrepreneur, Amplify Your Strengths and Create Success on Your Own Terms by Beth Bulow. Join online communities or groups for introverts to connect, share experiences, and learn from each other. Find mentors or role models who demonstrate successful introverted leadership styles. As you move forward, remember, your voice matters. Embrace your introverted power, hone your unique strengths, and watch as your quiet yet impactful persuasion opens doors and creates positive change. The world needs your thoughtful insights and genuine communication, so go forth and share them with confidence. Chapter 22, The Power of No, Setting Boundaries and Asserting Yourself Effectively. In the persuasion game, we often focus on getting our yes, but have you considered the empowering strength of no? Saying no isn't about defiance, it's about respecting your time, energy, and values. Setting healthy boundaries and asserting yourself effectively can not only protect your well-being but also enhance your influence in the long run. Remember Sarah, the young social justice advocate. While passionate about her cause, she initially struggled to say no to overwhelming demands. This left her feeling drained and unable to give her best to truly impactful projects. By learning to prioritize and politely but firmly decline requests that didn't align with her goals, Sarah empowered herself. She focused on initiatives she truly believed in, and her yes became even more powerful because they were authentic and fueled by genuine passion. From doormat to powerhouse. Saying no effectively transforms you from a passive participant to a proactive influencer. Respect. Saying no shows self-respect and encourages others to treat you with the same. Focus. Prioritizing allows you to dedicate your energy to what truly matters, ultimately enhancing your impact. Authenticity. Aligning your actions with your values fosters genuine connections and builds trust. Clarity. Setting clear boundaries prevents others from taking advantage and enables open communication. Confidence. Asserting yourself effectively boosts your confidence and strengthens your communication skills. Practical exercises. The values assessment. Identify your core values and priorities. Use them as a compass to guide your decisions. The assertive language practice. Role-play saying no in different scenarios, practicing clear, concise, and respectful communication. The Start Small challenge. Begin by saying no to small, unimportant requests. Celebrate your successes and gradually expand your comfort zone. Actionable tips. Be specific and direct, avoid vague excuses. Clearly state your reason for declining. Offer alternatives when possible, if appropriate, suggest alternatives that better align with your priorities. Use I statements, focus on your feelings and needs, such as I don't have the capacity right now. Be respectful and empathetic, acknowledge the other person's request and explain your decision kindly. Don't feel obligated to justify, you don't owe anyone an explanation. A simple no is sufficient. Practice, practice, practice. The more you say no confidently, the easier it becomes. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish, it's about creating healthy relationships and empowering yourself to contribute your best self to the world. By mastering the art of saying no, you'll unlock your true potential and influence in a way that resonates deeply and authentically. Bonus. Read books like Boundaries, When to Say Yes, How to Say No by Anne Catherine and Harriet Lerner, or The Gift of Imperfection by Brené Brown. Take workshops or courses on assertiveness and setting boundaries. Observe and learn from individuals who demonstrate healthy boundary setting and effective communication. Join online communities or groups focused on personal growth and self-care. As you step into the world with the empowered voice of no, remember, your time and energy are precious resources. Protect them wisely, align your actions with your values, and watch as your authentic influence creates positive impact in every yes you choose to give. Go forth and be your assertive, boundary-setting best. Chapter 23, Small Talk Superhero, Mastering the Art of Conversation Starters. Do you dread awkward silences or struggle to initiate conversations? Fear not, fellow social adventurers. This chapter equips you with the tools and techniques to become a small talk superhero, navigating social interactions with confidence and sparking engaging conversations. Remember, small talk isn't just idle chatter, it's the gateway to building connections, fostering positive impressions, and creating meaningful interactions. Remember David, the quiet writer who often felt overshadowed in group settings. He discovered his hidden power in the art of conversation starters. Instead of forcing awkward small talk, he began asking genuine questions based on his observations or common interests. He inquired about a colleague's new haircut, commented on a shared article, or simply asked, "What brought you to this event?" These simple yet thoughtful openers sparked engaging conversations, revealing fascinating stories and forging new connections. David transformed from a wallflower into a social butterfly, proving that small talk is a superpower everyone can possess. Unlocking your conversational superpower. Here's your arsenal of conversation starting tools. Be observant. Pay attention to your surroundings, attire, or ongoing events. Use these prompts to initiate relevant questions or comments. Find common ground. Look for shared interests, experiences, or background knowledge to establish connection. Ask open-ended questions. Avoid yes or no questions. Encourage elaboration and deeper conversation. Listen actively. Show genuine interest by paying attention, making eye contact, and asking follow-up questions. Express enthusiasm, smile, be present, and radiate positive energy to invite further interaction. Keep it light and positive, avoid controversial topics or heavy burdens. Focus on pleasant and engaging subjects. Practical exercises. The observation challenge. In everyday situations, practice observing details and formulating conversation starters based on them. The open-ended experiment. Replace closed-ended questions with open ones in your conversations. Observe the difference in responses and engagement. The active listening drill. Practice active listening with a friend. Reflect on their experience and discuss the impact of your listening style. Actionable tips. Prepare conversation starters. Have a few go-to questions or topics in mind before social events. Tailor your approach. Adapt your style to the audience and setting. Be more formal in professional settings, casual in social gatherings. Embrace conversation flow. Don't force it. Let conversations evolve naturally, following genuine interest and shared connections. Be okay with silences. Brief pauses are normal. Use them to collect your thoughts or listen attentively. Exit gracefully. If a conversation runs its course, politely excuse yourself and move on. Don't force awkward extensions. Practice makes progress. The more you engage in small talk, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. Small talk is a skill, not a magic trick. By honing your observation skills, asking engaging questions, and practicing active listening, you can transform yourself from a social wallflower into a charismatic conversationalist. Go forth, embrace your inner small talk superhero, and watch as your ability to connect with others unlocks a world of opportunities and enriching experiences. Bonus. Take improv or public speaking classes to practice your conversational skills in a supportive environment. Read books like The Art of Small Talk by Deborah Fine or Talk Like TED by Carmine Gallo. Observe skilled communicators and analyze their conversation starters and techniques. Join online communities or forums focused on social skills and communication development. As you embark on your journey to small talk mastery, remember, authenticity is key. Be yourself, be present, and show genuine interest in others. The world needs your unique voice and social connections, so spread your conversational superpowers and watch as positive interactions ripple outwards, creating a more connected and engaging world. Chapter 24, Listening Like a Leader, Unlocking Connection and Influence. In the realm of persuasion, powerful words often take center stage. But true influence lies not just in speaking, but in listening like a leader. By developing exceptional listening skills, you unlock the ability to connect deeply, understand diverse perspectives, and ultimately, influence with greater impact. Remember John, the charismatic presenter from earlier chapters. Despite his polished speeches, his influence often fell short. He failed to truly connect with his audience, missing their subtle cues and unspoken concerns. Enter Sarah, a quiet observer who listened intently, absorbing not just John's words, but also the emotions and unspoken questions behind them. By actively listening and addressing these underlying concerns, Sarah resonated with her audience on a deeper level, fostering trust and achieving far greater influence than John's forceful rhetoric ever could. The Symphony of Listening. Listening is more than just hearing words, it's an orchestra of attentiveness, understanding, and empathy. Here are the key instruments to master. Give your full attention, put away distractions, make eye contact, and show genuine interest in the speaker. Listen verbally and non-verbally, pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and unspoken emotions. Ask clarifying questions, seek to understand the speaker's perspective, not just their words. Practice empathetic listening, imagine yourself in their shoes and try to understand their feelings and motivations. Offer supportive responses, acknowledge their emotions, validate their experiences, and show genuine care. Avoid interrupting, let them finish their thoughts before responding, demonstrating respect and patience. Practical exercises. The Mirrored Reflection Challenge. During conversations, practice reflecting back the speaker's key points and emotions in your own words. Observe their response and adjust your approach accordingly. The Nonverbal Cues Experiment. Pay close attention to nonverbal communication during conversations. Try to interpret their meaning and use your understanding to respond thoughtfully. The Empathy Exchange. Role-play challenging conversations with a friend, taking turns expressing and listening with empathy. Actionable tips. Suspend judgment, avoid forming opinions prematurely. Listen with an open mind and seek to understand their perspective. Focus on understanding, not just responding, don't rush to fill silences or offer solutions. Prioritize true comprehension. Ask open-ended questions, encourage elaboration and deeper insights, avoiding yes-no questions. Actively encourage sharing, use phrases like "tell me more," "I'm curious to know," or "that's interesting, can you elaborate?" Respond thoughtfully, acknowledge their feelings, address their concerns, and offer meaningful support or insights. Practice, practice, practice. The more you listen actively, the more natural and impactful it becomes. Listening like a leader isn't about waiting for your turn to speak, it's about creating a space for genuine connection and understanding. By mastering this art, you'll build trust, foster collaboration, and influence others in a way that resonates deeply and inspires positive change. Bonus. Take courses or workshops on active listening and communication skills. Observe and analyze effective listeners, both in person and through media. Practice mindful listening in everyday interactions, even with strangers. Join online communities or forums focused on personal development and communication skills. As you embark on your journey to becoming a listening leader, remember, true influence starts with understanding. Open your ears, your mind, and your heart to the stories others share. By listening deeply, you unlock the power to connect, inspire, and make a lasting impact on the world around you. Chapter 25, Asking the Right Questions, Unearthing Needs and Building Rapport. In the vast realm of communication, questions hold immense power. They can unlock hidden motivations, illuminate needs, and pave the way for genuine connection. By mastering the art of asking the right questions, you can not only gather valuable information but also build rapport, fostering trust and mutual understanding. Remember Maria, the eager salesperson who struggled to connect with customers. Her initial, forceful pitches often fell flat. Then, she discovered the magic of insightful questions. Instead of launching into product descriptions, she began by asking thoughtful inquiries about their needs, challenges, and aspirations. By actively listening to their responses, she unearthed hidden concerns, tailored her approach, and offered solutions that truly resonated. Maria transformed from a pushy salesperson into a trusted advisor, earning customers' loyalty and exceeding her sales targets. The Symphony of Inquiry. Asking the right questions is like conducting an orchestra, drawing out a harmonious flow of information and connection. Here are the key instruments to master. Start with open-ended questions. Avoid yes-no questions that shut down conversation. Opt for what, why, and how questions to encourage elaboration and deeper insights. Listen actively. Pay close attention to verbal and nonverbal cues. Use their responses to guide your next question, demonstrating genuine interest. Ask follow-up questions. Probe deeper into their answers, seeking to understand their motivations and underlying needs. Tailor your questions. Adapt your questions to the individual, their situation, and your overall objective. Ask open-ended follow-ups. Don't settle for one-word answers. Use follow-ups like "Can you tell me more about that?" or "What led you to think that?" Avoid leading questions. Don't put words in their mouth. Frame your questions neutrally to elicit genuine responses. Practical exercises. The open-ended challenge. In everyday conversations, consciously replace closed-ended questions with open-ended ones. Observe the change in responses and engagement. The active listening experiment. Practice active listening during conversations with a friend or colleague. Reflect on their experience and discuss your listening effectiveness. The follow-up drill. Role-play scenarios where you ask an initial question and then practice formulating effective follow-up questions based on the response. Actionable tips. Ask why and how. These questions delve deeper into their thought process and motivations, revealing valuable insights. Use silence strategically. Pausing after asking a question allows them time to reflect and formulate thoughtful responses. Seek clarification. Don't hesitate to ask for clarification if something is unclear, demonstrating your attentiveness and desire to understand. Show appreciation. Thank them for sharing their thoughts and feelings, fostering a sense of value and respect. Respect boundaries. Don't pry into sensitive topics or ask excessively personal questions. Observe their comfort level and adjust accordingly. Practice makes progress. The more you refine your questioning skills, the more comfortable and adept you'll become. Asking the right questions isn't about interrogation, it's about genuine curiosity and a desire to connect. By mastering this art, you'll unlock valuable insights, build bridges of understanding, and influence others in a way that is both effective and respectful. Bonus. Take courses or workshops on communication skills and questioning techniques. Observe skilled communicators and analyze their questioning styles. Practice asking open-ended questions in different situations, even small everyday interactions. Join online communities or forums focused on personal development and communication skills. As you embark on your journey to becoming a master of inquiry, remember, the key to unlocking meaningful connections and influence lies in asking questions that resonate with both the mind and the heart. Let your curiosity guide you, and watch as your ability to ask the right questions opens doors to deeper understanding, stronger relationships, and a more impactful presence in the world. Chapter 26, The Art of Storytelling, Captivating Your Audience with Authenticity. Stories aren't just entertainment, they're powerful tools for connection, persuasion, and influence. In a world saturated with information, the ability to captivate your audience with authentic storytelling sets you apart. Whether you're presenting to colleagues, pitching an idea, or simply connecting with friends, mastering the art of storytelling allows you to resonate deeply and leave a lasting impact. Remember Maya, the nervous intern from earlier chapters. Public speaking terrified her, yet she possessed a hidden talent, a knack for weaving captivating narratives. During a crucial presentation, instead of reciting dry statistics, Maya shared a personal story about her own struggles and how the proposed project addressed them. Her vulnerability, authenticity, and genuine passion resonated with the audience, transforming a boring presentation into an unforgettable experience. Maya's storytelling prowess secured project approval and landed her a promotion, all thanks to the power of authentic narratives. The alchemy of authenticity. Authentic storytelling is more than just facts and figures, it's about weaving emotion, vulnerability, and shared experiences into a compelling tapestry. Here are the key ingredients. Embrace your vulnerability. Sharing personal struggles and triumphs humanizes you, fostering connection and trust. Connect to shared experiences. Tap into universal emotions and experiences to resonate with your audience on a deeper level. Show, don't tell. Paint vivid pictures with your words, immersing your audience in the story's sensory details. Infuse emotion. Inject passion, humor, or other emotions to keep your audience engaged and invested. Authentic enthusiasm. Your genuine belief in your story fuels your passion and captivates your listeners. Practice, practice, practice. Hone your storytelling skills through regular practice and feedback. Practical exercises. The Personal Anecdote Challenge. Identify a personal experience relevant to your message and practice incorporating it into your next presentation or conversation. The Emotional Arc Experiment. Analyze successful stories for their emotional journeys and practice incorporating similar arcs into your own narratives. The Sensory Immersion Drill. Describe a familiar object or place in excruciating detail, focusing on sights, sounds, smells, and textures to engage your audience's senses. Actionable tips. Know your audience. Tailor your story to their interests, values, and cultural background. Start strong. Grab their attention within the first few seconds with a powerful opening sentence or question. End with impact. Leave them with a memorable takeaway, a call to action, or a lingering emotion. Use authentic language. Avoid jargon and speak in a natural, conversational tone that reflects your personality. Embrace imperfections. Don't strive for perfection. Authenticity trumps flawless delivery. Find your storytelling voice. Experiment with different styles and discover what resonates best with you and your audience. Storytelling is a journey, not a destination. The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you'll become in sharing your authentic voice with the world. By harnessing the power of storytelling, you can connect with others on a deeper level, inspire action, and leave a lasting impact that transcends mere words. Bonus. Read books like Storytelling for the Skeptic by Jim Stovall or Made to Stick by Chip Heath and Dan Heath. Take courses or workshops on storytelling and public speaking. Observe and analyze how successful storytellers engage their audience. Join online communities or forums focused on storytelling and communication skills. Practice storytelling in everyday interactions, sharing anecdotes and personal experiences. As you embark on your storytelling journey, remember, your authenticity is your most powerful tool. Share your unique voice, your genuine emotions, and your heartfelt stories. By connecting with your audience on a human level, you'll unlock the true power of storytelling and captivate them in ways mere words never could. Chapter 27, Presenting with Panache, Owning Your Stage, Even If It's Virtual. Fear the dreaded virtual presentation, sweat at the thought of a pixelated audience, worry not, fellow presenter. With a touch of preparation and a dash of panache, you can transform virtual meetings from anxiety-inducing experiences to engaging and impactful interactions. Let's ditch the presentation jitters and embrace the virtual stage with confidence. Remember Daniel, the introverted writer who used to shy away from presentations when the pandemic hit. He found himself thrust into the world of virtual meetings. At first, the screen barrier amplified his anxiety. But then, he discovered the power of intentional preparation and personalized connection. He began crafting concise, visually engaging presentations, incorporating relevant humor and anecdotes to connect with his audience across the screen. By practicing his delivery and actively engaging with participants, Daniel transformed from a hesitant presenter to a captivating virtual host. Owning the virtual stage. Presenting virtually requires a unique set of skills, but the principles of captivating any audience remain the same. Preparation is key. Know your content inside and out, anticipate questions, and practice your delivery with virtual tools. Embrace technology, be comfortable with the platform, eliminate technical glitches beforehand, and leverage its interactive features. Connect with your audience, address individuals by name, use emojis and reactions, and encourage real-time participation. Visual appeal matters. Design visually engaging slides, avoid text overload, and use high-quality audio and video. Keep it concise and dynamic. Structure your presentation for the virtual format, using storytelling and humor to keep attention high. Project confidence. Stand tall, maintain eye contact with the camera, and radiate enthusiasm through your voice and body language. Practical exercises. The virtual practice platform. Familiarize yourself with your presentation platform by recording practice sessions and analyzing your delivery. The active engagement drill. Role-play a virtual presentation, incorporating questions, polls, and other interactive elements. The storytelling experiment. Craft a personal anecdote relevant to your presentation and practice incorporating it for connection. Actionable tips. Dress for success. Even if your audience sees only your top half, dressing professionally boosts your confidence and presence. Minimize distractions. Choose a quiet, well-lit space with a clean background to avoid disrupting your presentation. Vary your delivery. Use pauses, vocal inflections, and hand gestures to keep your audience engaged. Embrace small talk. Start with a casual greeting or icebreaker to warm up your audience and create a relaxed atmosphere. End with a call to action. Clearly state your desired outcome and encourage audience participation or follow-up communication. Seek feedback. Ask for constructive feedback from colleagues or mentors to refine your virtual presentation skills. Owning the virtual stage isn't about flashy theatrics. it's about authentic connection, clear communication, and engaging your audience, even if they're miles away. By embracing these tips and harnessing your unique style, you can transform virtual presentations from dreaded obligations to exciting opportunities to inform, inspire, and leave a lasting impact. Bonus: take online courses or workshops on virtual presentation skills. Observe and analyze successful virtual presenters, noting their strengths and techniques. Join online communities focused on public speaking and communication development. Practice presenting virtually in casual settings, like online meetings with friends or family. As you step onto your virtual stage, remember, confidence is your superpower. Be prepared, connect with your audience, and embrace the unique opportunities that the virtual world offers. Go forth and conquer your presentations, leaving a trail of engagement and impact in your wake.